this is something I always see people do, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to try my hand at it. If you guys want me to do more of stuff like this, just got to hit the like. Let me know in the comment section, all that sort of stuff. Today, we're going back and we're going to redraft the 2021 draft. Obviously, it just happened. But now we have an idea of how good or bad some of these players really turned out to be. We're going to try our hand at this as best as we can. Again, if I forget someone, that's on me. But I do have a strong passion for the NFL. I follow a lot of it. I keep up with a lot of random stuff like this salary cap and all that. But this is something I just really wanted to try. So I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you guys think that I missed up somewhere, let me know down below in the comment section. All that sort of stuff. But let's roll into this. So we're just doing the first round here. Again, I may miss some things here. Okay. And I'm still projecting out a little bit here. Okay. So don't get too mad at me. But we're going to start here with the Jags. And I know you'd be like, well, Mac Jones was really good. I still like Trevor Lawrence in that spot the best. Trevor Lawrence makes sense, right? Does he make sense? There he is, Trevor Lawrence. He makes sense. He makes sense, right? Zach Wilson was drafted before. The Jets still need a quarterback. So it feels like it should be Mac Jones going to the Jets here, right? He would make the most sense there again. Now, the Niners, this is interesting. They obviously drafted Trey Lance, and they made it pretty far this year, and Trey Lance is probably the future. Is that the way we would still go, or should we give them somebody else who could actually help them out right now? Well, I'm not prepared to look into the future of 3 years. Is Trey Lance going to be good? You know who was good this year? Jamar Chase. Yeah, Jamar Chase. Now, they wouldn't have traded up for Jamar Chase, obviously, but this makes the most sense. You know, we get to the Falcons. This is my team. Obvious bias. I love Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts is a phenomenal player. And then knowing what I know now, that Ridley's probably gone, Julio Jones is going to be gone, Kyle Pitts does make a lot of sense. But I feel like we need a pass rush more than we needed a tight end in that situation. So I'm going to give the Falcons Micah Parsons, okay? Don't get mad at me. That's what I'm doing. But the Bengals, obviously, they get the short end of the stick here. I mean, they had Jamar Chase. Who do they get now? Well, Jamar Chase was pretty instrumental in them making it this far. And if it wasn't Jamar Chase, would one of these other receivers have done so well for them? I don't think so. So I'm going to end up giving them, where are you? I'm going to give them Rashawn Slater. I think Slater is better than Sewell. Maybe you disagree, but this will then at least fix their offensive line issues. The Dolphins obviously need a lot. They drafted Jalen Waddle before. I think Jalen Waddle still makes sense for them here. They needed a weapon. You could have given Waddle to the Bengals there, but again, I don't know how. Waddle was basically kind of like Deebo Samuel Jr. this year for the most part. The Lions, they had picked Sewell before. Should they stick with Sewell here? I think so. You can get a top tier tackle. You still need to go ahead and take the top tier tackle. The Panthers, before they had picked, what's his name? J.C. Horn. He got hurt. He did get hurt. He got hurt. So we're gonna have to drop J.C. Horn down a bit because we don't know as much about him here. And Surtain was really, really, really good this year. It's kind of crazy that Surtain falls to 8, but I think it's just the depth of this draft. The Broncos, again, knowing now, like, they don't have a quarterback at all. It's really what they're missing. Their defense is good. You could have given them J.C. Horn here at this point. I don't like that. I feel like giving them, honestly, a quarterback here. I was not big on Zach Wilson, but I think they still feel like maybe this is someone they could use here, or Justin Fields, right? Or Trey Lance. Do they really want to develop a quarterback in this point? I don't think they do. But Justin Fields, I thought, played a little bit better than Zach Wilson. Justin Fields goes to Denver. Now, Dallas. Dallas. I would have given him Kyle Pitts in a heartbeat here. Their tight ends played well. They played well. I think they are on contract issues, though. Dallas does need defensive help. You could find someone to give them some defensive help in here, for sure. But I think going now, give them another weapon. They're not going to find anyone close to what Micah Parsons was. Kyle Pitts goes to Dallas. No problem. The Giants, again, need a lot. I don't think they should stick with Daniel Jones. I don't feel like he's probably the long-term answer here. So we're going to give them a weapon to use at quarterback and get rid of Daniel Jones. Again, knowing he's got a potential neck issue. That's, who knows which way that goes, right? Where does that go? Let's give him Trey Lance. Let's give them Trey Lance. Why not? Why not? Now, the Eagles, I thought they did a great job with Devontae Smith. He helped out. He made the offense work very well. Bam, we'll give him there. Now, the Chargers got a steal was Rashawn Slater in the original draft. An absolute steal. And there are a ton of quality players out here. Now, you could pick an edge rusher potentially here. I think some of these guys did pretty good. A linebacker here. Do they need another linebacker? I don't think so. So instead, we're just going to give them some DB help with J.C. Horn here. Why not? Why not? Why not? The Vikings, again, do they need help? Do they not need help? Caleb Farley got hurt. Didn't really play. Newsom played for the Browns okay. I feel like this is where I'm going to start to stretch a bit here. And we're going to give him Amon-Ra St. Brown. Adam Thielen's getting old. He played well. He played well in Detroit. He played well. Now, this was obviously the Mac Jones spot. They still need a quarterback. You know, Bill thinks he can fix anyone, so Zach Wilson goes to New England. Probably the wrong pick overall, but that's what he probably feels. The Cardinals here, I believe they took, I believe it was Zaven Collins, if I recall. And again, they need some other assistants. Chandler Jones, he's getting a little old. So we're going to give him Jalen Phillips, who actually had a pretty good year. He probably didn't see a lot of the Dolphins, but he did have a good year. The Raiders, where do we go with the Raiders here? They need help. They definitely need help in a lot of places. Still, their defense needs probably the most help. And these are going to be some of the picks where I'm going to miss someone like way down the line here who could have been like an absolute contributor, right? Because there were some really good players. They took Alex Leatherwood here. They took Alex Leatherwood. So instead, we're going to give them the best center in the draft. They took offensive line. Let's just give him offensive line again. Maybe he'll help out there. Maybe he won't. The Dolphins, I feel like they needed more help as well. Tua kind of got put back there. Their defense is really solid, so they would need offensive help. So I'm going to give them Najee here. They had a revolving door. I mean, Duke Johnson was probably their best running back this year. Duke Johnson, really? Washington, again, I think they need a lot of help here. I mean, as a lot of teams do. I don't even recall what happened, but I think their defense didn't really play up to par. We're going to give them Barmore. I know they had that scuffle on the sideline. Maybe this helps them out long term. The Bears obviously took Justin Fields last time too. Again, I really like that pick for them. I mean, Justin Fields, I feel like he could be great or he may not be great. And I think this is totally fair if the Bears fans just get mad at me for what we end up doing here, because they do need help in a lot of different places. The running back situation, I think they're fine. Receivers, could they use another receiver? Are any of these guys really perform to those levels? Like, I don't think so. Not enough. Not enough for here. So we're just going to go best available and give him quitty pay. Again, maybe I don't know what I'm doing here, and that's probably pretty true. These guys need to develop more, obviously, and we're still going on. Potential, right? We'll draft on potential. The Colts here, offensive line is their thing. Giving them the best offensive tackle left would make sense. Give them Alex Leatherwood or somebody here. I don't really know. They're linemen. They'll be fine. If we mess up a lineman in here, that's okay. The Titans did take Caleb Farley, though. Got hurt. Didn't get to play. I think they would still take him here at this point. They obviously have to have some sort of faith in him to bring him back to the team. No problem. The Jets, last time they took Elijah Vera Tucker, I thought that's a fair pick. We'll give him to him again. Now, the Steelers took Najee Harris last time, and I thought Najee was great, but you need help on the offensive line, so we'll just give him the best available offensive lineman here, Christian Darris. Is he the best? I don't know. The Jags took Travis Etienne last time. What are you doing? They need everybody's help. Right? They need everybody's help, but their defense was actually way more solid than people would give it credit for as well. So you could go a multitude of places here. Their defense is still good, but we're going to give them offensive line help still. I'm pretty sure Cam Robinson might be leaving, so this would make sense to try to replace him with someone in the draft. The Browns, we're going to give him JOK again. Maybe he goes higher than where this would be. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. The Ravens, I believe they took Rashad Bateman last time. That didn't work out great. I think that's who they took. They obviously need receiver help. And again, a lot of these guys just didn't really do a whole lot, did they? Am I missing someone? Am I not thinking of someone? I don't think so. Not yet, at least. If you watch this in the future, you may be like, oh, they should have done more with someone like that. But we're going to give him Kadarius Toney here. They'll probably still take a receiver, and Bateman didn't work out so well, so Toney maybe works out there. Now, knowing what we know, the Saints will need a quarterback here. Did they take Ian Book again? No. Did they take any of these other guys? No. No, they don't. They don't. But we're going to give him Greg Rousseau. Give him another pass rusher. Cam Jordan's getting old, right? Would make a lot of sense. Maybe Rousseau probably should go before then. The Packers, again, they would need help here. Maybe Rodgers is there. Maybe he's not. Is Tay Adams still there? I don't know. They have running backs. Devondre Campbell might be leaving, even though he was an all-pro, so we'll give him Zaven Collins. Again, I feel like I'm going to be missing someone in here. Am I missing a linebacker that I'm not even thinking of? I've got to be. There's got to be someone in here. Like Pete Warner. Is he good enough to go that high in a redraft? Maybe. Again, are we? I know I'm missing someone, and it's gonna eat me alive as soon as I scroll past their name. Maybe it won't. Probably not. Let's just glance through here. The safeties were not great overall, but Javon Holland really was, and we're going to put Javon Holland up here soon. Safety is just not a high position, right? Now, obviously, the Bills, they took Rousseau last time. They were looking at defense. We'll give them Ojulari here. Again, you flip-flop him and Rousseau is what it is. Pretty close. Then we get down to the Ravens again. Do they double down here? Two receivers? This is where I think they go take Javon Holland. Great coverage guy playing in that defense. You can never have too many good defenders. In all honesty, you just really, really cannot. And then the last player for the Bucks, again, where do you pick for the Bucks? They need corner help. Give them the highest rated corner left in the draft. That's Greg Newsome. And that's how this would play out here. Our draft is complete. What do you think? Good or bad? Did we do good? I feel like we did okay on this. I feel like it could have been maybe a little bit better. And I want to go try out some of the other ones, 2020, 2019, 18 and such. But I don't want to do it without recording it for you guys. Like, I don't want to cheat by looking at everything. So I'm not going to. Again, if you guys want to see it, I can do it. But you guys have to show support. Since this isn't technically a Madden video, sometimes people just won't click on it. But I want to get into also doing videos of those things that I'm passionate about too. And NFL, the draft, all this stuff, super passionate about. Do a ton of research in just mindless time. So let me know what you guys think. Did I get your team right? I like the way my Falcons ended up. Maybe I'm biased, but I thought it was pretty good. Either way, love you guys. I'm out. Peace.